So in Matthew chapter 19, Christ teaches his disciples about divorce and says that the higher law is that people don't get divorced except in the case of fornication and adultery. And then in verse 10, his disciples say unto him, If the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. But he said unto them, All men cannot receive the same, save they to whom it is given. For there are some eunuchs which are born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which are made eunuchs of men, and there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. Now, I'm going to interpret eunuchs here as people who are celibate, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. And celibacy, the Catholic Church and some other churches view celibacy as part of their religion in certain instances. So, for example, priests might be asked to be celibate. I personally don't have those same beliefs, but I do believe that there are times where God does require celibacy. I think that sex should only happen within marriage, and a lot of people are unable or shouldn't get married. And for those people, becoming a quote-unquote eunuch for the kingdom of God's sake would be the honorable choice, right? So I, for one, was celibate and a virgin until I was married, and I think that would be a case. That would be a case of this happening. I chose not to engage in sex until after marriage, and so for a period of my life, I was celibate. I was a eunuch in this sense. I structured my life in a way that made that easier. Like I didn't have a steady girlfriend, and until I was in a life stage where I could get married. So I do think there are instances where people do have to choose celibacy.